Do 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 do. Do do do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Okay, guys, we are now live, pretty sure. Do 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 do. Oh. Nice and early, good way to start your day. Move the body. Wow, the hip flexors are especially bad today. I mean, seriously, you guys, what a gift to be able to, you know, number one, to come out and work out, practice at a place like this. So grateful to Mike and the Swing Speed Rhode Island team for believing in what I'm doing, you know, giving me access to this place. But beyond that, I'm just so grateful for the privilege of another day. You know, to be able to wake up early, do 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 do. What's your favorite stretch for golf? Good question. Probably the one that's called the greatest stretch. It's like really not a well-named stretch, but if you Google world's greatest stretch, you should find it. Do 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 do. Oops. All right, so next, instead of the kettlebell floor press, I probably will just jump on the bench today, now that I have access to some more stuff. And we'll do some rows, some band stuff. Where should we start? It's been a while since I've done this. Maybe 40s? Oh, that's pretty easy. That's good. Very cool. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi this morning, guys. Oops. Still working on getting all of this sorted as best I can. It's important to stay hydrated. All right, let's do okay. Happy with that. All right, next up we're gonna do Overhead press, that's easy. Oh, and then the payoff press. I could not remember what the last thing was. All right. Nice. And this, guys, is one of my favorites. Payoff press, so we're gonna get some tension in here. And we're just gonna resist the rotation as we push out. The other side. All right, and that's that's one circuit through. Which we love. Hope everybody's having a good start to your day. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. All right, back to the beginning. We started. All right, that's good. Do a little more, just thread the needle stretch, which I love. What do you guys think? Should we do the range today, or should we play some golf on track, man? Another one, guys, it's really good for thoracic spine rotation is, getting like your 90-90. Reach over, and you're just gonna try to get this shoulder down to the ground without having the hand touch. You can tell still this left hip has a ways to go, and continuing to get back to full functionality. That's okay. Now we can hit the other side. Hey, Garrett's here. What's up, Garrett? $4:55, the alarm went off this morning, guys. Got up, got ready. Some water, quick protein shake. Oh, sweet. We're just right back to the hitting the chest. Got our rustic golf provision sticker on the water bottle. If you guys haven't checked them out on Instagram, go check them out. That's exciting to be able to still do that. Okay. We're doing it, guys. 6:30 in the morning. Ready for a day off. Looks like a sweet facility. Crank the lawnmower. Exactly right, Garrett. Whew. Get more of these band rows. All right, that's good. Let's go. Right into one more pail off press. All right, guys, that's it. 2 sets. Quick circuit. Golf and mobility focus. Oh, the other thing I was gonna do here. So this is a really cool machine, guys, because it tells you how much force you generate. So you're able to say, okay, that was, 500. Let me try to get to 510 and push how much, speed and force you can generate. So I'm just going to take a step here and then rotate. So 441 peak power there. 542. 589. 603. 'll do it on the other side. so we got up to like 96% of the right side. That's pretty good. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the live portion on Instagram today. Thanks so much for all your support. We'll see you next time. All right. I think I was afraid of that. All right, let's just get warmed up. You know what? Hey, our Simer's here. What's up, my dude? Hey, Jared Kearney's here. Let's do a quick Yeah. All right. Always, always, always keep some athletic tape in your golf bag, guys. Just like that. Oops, we gotta make sure this gets plugged back in. All right. It was mishit, but for the first swing of the day, could be worse. Yeah, way out there on the toe. Ooh. This is why it's called warming up. Oh. There we go, much better. That was nearly shanked. That was solid. It just feels so weird and different. Yeah. Pretty solid, guys. I mean, look at that little grouping there. Let's go driver. All right, time for the big stick, and then we'll get on to playing some holes. Hey, Swing Whip is here. Hey, Swing Whip is here. I'm in trouble. Got a private studio. My swing's kind of dialed. What do you mean by you're in trouble? And what do you mean by how far did you fall before you turned? Ugh. Oh, I see. Sorry, I misunderstood your question. When drinking. The honest answer is, back in 2021, I was at the end of a, I don't know, 7 or 10 day bender, and I was sitting in the Tampa airport with the worst hangover, having just, traveled to play golf with some buddies and spent the entire time just getting super hammered. And I'm sitting in the Tampa airport and I'm like, man, I gotta try to, quit drinking for like 30 days. I don't think I even intended to give it up forever. But like as a challenge to myself, I was like, this is getting out of control. It's only gonna get worse. Like just see if you can dry it out for a month and see what happens. And it was really, really hard. First days and weeks were brutal. I mean, the withdrawals and the sweats and the shaking. And I tell people, if you're a heavy drinker, talk to your doctor, because there can be real consequences if you're a heavy drinker and you stop cold turkey. I was very lucky that I didn't have, seizures and some of the side effects that you can experience, but there's no shame in calling your doctor and saying, hey man, my drinking isn't where I want it to be. I want to make a change. Can you help me? Doctors are there to help. There's no shame at all in asking for help. And about 2 weeks into that 30 days, I was like, I'm just not going back. And if I'm super honest with myself, that voice inside me, I knew for a long time that my drinking was out of control and that I drank more than most people and I was using it in an unhealthy way. And it took me, years of hearing that voice to finally start listening to it. And what I found, and other people, in recovery and sobriety have told me this, that voice inside is almost always right. Almost always. And it just sometimes takes courage to listen to it. And, the last time I drank was March 21st of 2021, and I'm never going back. I've changed. The biggest thing I would tell you is you have to change your identity. I had tried dry January before, I had tried to cut back on my drinking before, and always failed. The longest amount of time I think I made it into dry January was like 8 days, because I still was always planning to start again at the end of the month. Whereas when I finally was successful in getting sober, I fundamentally changed my identity to that of someone who doesn't drink. I don't tell people like, oh, I'm not drinking right now, or I'm taking a break from drinking. I tell people I don't drink. It is as if I'm allergic to alcohol. The same way you wouldn't eat peanut butter if you had a peanut allergy. I don't drink alcohol. I just don't. That's a hard stop. And that has become honestly the foundational part of my identity now. I know, because I have to be honest with myself, I learned about something called fading effect bias, which is as time goes on, your brain will forget how bad and crazy things got because you're more removed from it. You know, that's just how time works. But you have to remind yourself, like, no, it was crazy. It was not good. And I am a better person when I don't drink. So I hope that's helpful to you. And like I said, you know, there's absolutely no shame in asking for help or calling your doctor and saying like, hey, you know, what can I do? Slow. Slow. First swing of the day. Oh. I'm wondering if I should do, I don't know if there's an answer or not. Like, should I be doing the workout after I swing or before? Nope, that's going a mile right. I like that little pull cut though, no spin. +2 on the attack angle. Yeah. I never send messages like this, to be honest. You've inspired me, so thanks. So when you started your channel, you were sober? Yes, I was, yeah. Do you mean at setup more this way? As opposed to standing up this way more? Yeah, I could see that. That was a spinny one. So spinny. Still spinny, but oh. All right. Not swinging it very fast this morning, but that's okay. Some days are going to be like that, you know? Oops. All right, guys, where should we play? Let's play somewhere fun, huh? Well, I've always wanted to play this course. Course at Albany. We could play Pinehurst number 2. That's going to be super hard. Sea Island is a fun one. I played there. You know, we're definitely not playing is the Trump course. Let's play a Ronamink on the sim, huh? That could be fun. Let's do settings. No mulligans. We're gonna play all the holes. All right, let's get into it. You can come into my live and boost me up, bro. If you want to do that, that's fine. You're not, you're not bothering me by advocating for Trump in here. Do what you got to do. But yeah, you know why there's 5 people watching? Because it's 7:30 in the morning, bro. Come back at 4 in the afternoon when there's 500 people in here sometimes. Oh, bro. I can't with these people. Well, and Swing Whip, I'm always here, bro. You can email me, you can DM me on Instagram, if you have more questions or, you want to have a more kind of one-on-one conversation about some of this stuff. I've been there. I'm not an expert by any means, but I have managed to stay sober for the last, 1,765 days or something like that. So I've learned a lot along the way. I've made some mistakes. Thankfully, I've never had, like a real relapse or, started drinking again. But I've definitely had those days where you're like having to really work hard or, take yourself out of uncomfortable situations. People forget, if you're somewhere where people are drinking and the vibe isn't the way you want it to be, this doesn't even have to be if you're trying to get sober or not. If you're in a room full of people and the vibe switches, you'll know, and you can just leave. Just get yourself out of a bad situation. This driver has a big ol', I hope it's not cracked. I think it's just scratched on the top. Yeah, I think it's fine. All right, guys. Hole 1 at a Ronamink. I've never played here. Let's try to hit a good one. Simmer. Here we go. Just a spinny fade. It's gone nowhere, but it's in the fairway. Fairway is good. I have seen the new one, Garrett. It seems really, really cool. We've got 170 up the hill. Where's that pin? Center of the green's like 170. 20 feet uphill. What if, yeah, slidey 6-iron. Just like a 3/4, punch one. I love the bird noises. Sit. Well, it's not going to be a birdie, but that's an excellent shot with a 6-iron to start your day. Yeah, well struck. 2-putt par, we'll take it. Hole 2, par 4. So it's like 265 to cover these bunkers. I'm gonna get one next few weeks. Bandy Vama's here. I would love to eventually get one of those. I've still got a QI10 Max. This has been beat to hell, but it was a last minute replacement from last season, and I just haven't done anything different. Fly. Go. Oh, we just needed a tiny bit more. It was definitely middled. I'm just not really, not generating a lot of speed after that workout. That's okay, guys. Again, some days are going to be like that. You can't say, you know, definitively. All right, so I'm going to try to swing it like 95 yards. Oops. You don't want that. We're going to go right here. Nope. 56 degree. I'm going to aim it just right of the flag. I think this will be good practice for me also in terms of course management, because, you know, using that and actually having to aim and be like, okay, this is where I want to miss. I don't do a good job of that on the golf course. I usually just get up there, I shoot it, and I'm like, okay, that's how far we're trying to hit it. But I don't think that's really how you play good golf. All right, 95 yards, smooth 56 degree. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. Look at that. That's gonna be a birdie. 3.5 feet. 1 under through 2. Thanks for coming. Told you guys, the wedges are good. They've been good. Oh yeah, swing whip. It's johnyounggolfs@gmail.com, or just go grab it from my bio, from my YouTube. You know, if you click on my channel, it'll be there as well. Okay, another short par 4. No bunkers really to worry about. Should be perfect driver at the speed I'm swinging it. That might be a little too spinny. Get down. Down. Good bounce. Get a good bounce. Stay in the fairway. Oh. That wasn't a good swing, so I didn't deserve to hit the fairway, but it's not going to be 9-iron, I don't think. Because it's not going to spin, but the lie's fine. You know what, maybe it should be 9-iron, because that pin's kind of in the front. In the middle of the green's like 140. If it doesn't come out. Just the same thing as on 1. We don't need try to muscle one less club. Just hit a good solid one with sit. Sit. It's still a good shot, right over top of the flag. 25 feet with a 9-iron is a really good outcome. 2-putt par. Love that. Hardest hole on the course, index number 1. Gonna need a good drive. Plays back up the hill, and then we're still gonna have like a mid-iron in. Hey, Squirrel Sniper is here. Glad you manifested. Dude, it's so funny you say that, because all the things that I've like been thinking about and manifest, and we've talked about this before, Squirrel Sniper, but like, you know, interest from brands and this kind of partnership to have access to a facility to practice. And, you know, we just hit 10K followers on Instagram. You know, there's all these signs of like, okay, this is what it looks like to have some success doing this. Pull cuts for days, baby. Hit that like, guys. Thanks so much. It might still be 6-iron in, but that's okay. 3,000 spin. Yeah, it's just really spinny, but that's okay. Let's take a look here. 155 to a back pin. Middle of the green's like, yeah, 150. I am going to hit 8-iron. Because if I hit a, you know, if I accidentally flush a 7, long doesn't look very good back there. That was hit nice. Maybe sit. Maybe sit. Nope, perfect distance. It's not going to be a birdie, but I'm glad we went back to 8, 15 feet. Excellent. I have been many times, Garrett. I've played at Pinehurst and Mid Pines and Southern Pines and Tobacco Road. I've, you know, I used to go to Charlotte and Raleigh and that, you know, triangle area for work all the time. I'm going to swing 9 here. It is downhill slightly. Aiming just right of that flag. Oh, we've stuffed it again, you guys. Look at that. Another birdie. Come on now. Your analysis is dead on, Swing Whip. I definitely have a little bit of a flip through impact. That's kind of always been there. It's gotten much, much better than it used to be. Can we cover these bunkers on the right? 248 in the air. Yeah, we should be able to. Just hit a good one. Grab our tee. Uh-oh. 4 right. That was terrible. Get lucky. Ooh, all right. That was like a whiff. All right, I'm gonna grab like an 8-iron and just try to punch something back up towards the front of the green. The lie seems like we got pretty lucky, though. Sit. 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 Well, we got it on the green. Is it going to stay? Stay on the green? Is that the green or the fringe? Fringe. Okay, so now we're chipping. Chipping in here is always challenging in my estimation, but do the best we can. Let's see. Breaking kind of away from us and to the right. Let's try it. I never chip with my glove on the course, for the record, but I'm not taking it off in here. Yes, guys, we like that. Good recovery. Those are the kind of pars you need to make to keep a round together. But again, I'm trying to learn. I didn't do too much. I wasn't trying to, hit a big high fade. This is a golf fitness and simulator, training facility is what I would call it, Chronix. I do chip with my, oh, you do? Interesting. Short par 4 here. Oops. Let's just aim it over here. Hit driver. Yeah, I'm very lucky that I have access to practice here. My guy Mike, who owns this place, Swing Speed Rhode Island, guys, if you're in the Rhode Island area and you're really serious about your game, definitely worth checking out Swing Speed Rhode Island. I mean, the full gym, all the high-end equipment, the putting green, not to mention Mike is a doctor of physical therapy and played college golf, so awesome, awesome facility. We'll take that, guys. Pull cuts for days. Yeah. All right, 100 yards to the pin. Sort of a front-ish pin. Down slightly, so 56 degrees, perfect again. Oh, I can do that right now. That's a great idea. Really appreciate you guys coming to hang out and watch me play some golf this early in the morning. All right, 56. Did we tug it? Just a tiny bit short. Stay on the green. Whoa! Whoa! Are you going to make me chip that now? Boo. It should not have spun that much. Maybe we can make this one though. In reality, we would obviously be putting this, but oh! Caught the lip. Just misjudged the second shot. Par 3. 212 down the hill. I'm going to hit hybrid. If we can find it in there. There we go. This is a 5 hybrid, guys. 25 degrees of loft. One of my favorite clubs in the bag. It's just super easy to hit, very versatile. Let's put a good swing on it. It was hit really solidly. I might need to get down. Sit. Oh, just hit it a little too good. .209 carry. It's more than I was expecting. All right. Let's see where we need to aim this one. Kind of breaking hard to the right in the middle. Gonna aim it just slightly left of there. Yes. Yes. We like that. Inside of 3 feet on a tough par 3 for par. We like it. Hey, par 5. Go time. Look at that fairway cambering hard left to right. I'm just going to aim it down the left edge. Let our little fade peel it back to the fairway. Just like that. It's really not going very far this morning, but it's honestly fine. .245 up the hill. We will be smashing 5 wood. I don't know if we can get it there, but there's only one way to find out. Hey, Scott said hi. What's up, Scott? I know that was a good chip, wasn't it? Thanks, dude. All right, let's just try to hit a good one here. Nice and solid. Nothing fancy. It's really bad. Get up. Get up. Well, it's the right place to miss it. Just high on the face and on the toe. C'est la vie, amigos. 45 yards. Oh. Slightly up the hill. All right. says 60 degree, right? Yeah. Whoa. All right, not our best. Awkward distance. Gonna need to get better at those if we want to reach +3. But it wasn't a disaster. Just a par. Hey, Pro is here. What's up, Pro? You can send it to me on Instagram, Swing Whip. I'm John Young Golf on Instagram as well. I'll be honest, I am already, kind of working with a coach, so I don't need a ton of competing, voices in my head, although I am obviously very grateful that you would be willing to help. That is incredibly generous of you. Pro says I broke 80. Amazing, dude. What an exciting day. Fade. Fade. Oh, it's not fading. Uh-oh. All right, could be worse. That was hit better. Pretty good lie. 149 to that flag. It's basically right in the middle of the green. As long as those branches aren't in the way, should be just a comfy 8-iron. That's a 9-iron. Realistically, I'd be looking kind of out to the right and turning this a little because of those branches, but I just don't, based on what I can see, I don't think they're going to be in the way. Just a nice comfy 8-iron. Oh, I pulled it really badly. Oops. Oopsie. That's fine. I think I had that kind of draw in my head. I felt it turning over right away. Not every swing is going to be your best. All right, so it's kind of down and to the left once it gets over that hill there. Easy now. Easy. Whew. Guys, the chipping today, I was saying earlier how difficult it is oftentimes on TrackMan to get the chipping down, but I think I'm like 4 for 4. I'm glad you reached out, Swing Whip, and I'm happy you're here. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are enjoying the stream like our new friend Swing Whip Golf. Same thing here, guys. We're just going to aim it down the left. This hole really reminds me of 18 at Bethpage. Kind of back up the hill like that. Also need to stay hydrated. All right. Down. Spinny, but it's in the fairway. The driver clearly is going to need the most work. think if we want to get where we're headed. Whoa, look at that pin front right. I'm not trying to hit it over there. I'm trying to hit it like over here. Up the hill. Yeah, 9-iron is, I like that club. Definitely don't need to kill it, but if I hit like a high spinny pitching wedge and it's like short right is really bad. Just a smooth, cutty 3/4 one of these. Sit. Yep, exactly the shot we were looking to hit. It's pin high, center of the green. Really, really solid there.
But I know if you gotta put stuff into the universe, it comes back to you once you start doing it.
All right, same thing here, guys. Driver down the left. Try to take some of the spin off on this next one. Love it. Right down the center. Felt like there was less spin on that one. Nope, 2,900. But loosening up a tiny bit at least. 166 up the hill. Sort of a back pin. Yep. 7-iron should be perfect. Just a smooth one. Uh-oh. Wasn't hit the best. That's okay. That's why you take more club. On the green is good. All right, hole 13. Do 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 do. Keep fading. Ah. It's okay. Short hole. It's a really good number. After we missed the fairway, happy to have an easy 2-putt par. Here we go, par 3, hole 14, 192. All the way to that back flag. Center of the green's like 185. 4 yards down, I'm gonna hit 6-iron. Never tried one of these little guys. Well, we're on a tee box, right? Might as well act like we're on a tee box. Not the best strike, but straight enough to get on the green. I appreciate that, Derek. Vince, Aronimink is where we're playing. It wasn't hit very well, but it should find the fairway. Look at that very front pin. Trying to remember, we're looking at the center of the green. It's gonna be 7 again, just a smooth one. Six iron. Sit. Oh, that was close to another birdie. Pretty much exactly the shot I was trying to hit. Just get it up there. Okay, par 5. Gotta hit a good one. Yeah. Ah, came out of it. Darn it. Spin, 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 spin. Ugh. All right, let's be thoughtful here about where we want to leave it. Yeah, just gonna lay up with 6 iron. Yep, just like that. That is a sucker pin if I've ever seen one. short right on that green? No thanks. Oh. All right, just a little slidey 56 degree. Yep, really, really happy with that shot. It's not going to be in the circle for a birdie, but I don't know, 12 feet. Yeah, 12.5 feet. Slightly down the hill. 170, middle of the green. Just a comfy 7 again. Since on the tee. Yep, another excellent iron shot. Thrilled with that. 20 feet with a 7 iron. Let's see if we can get one more birdie here. All right. Good bounce. All right, there we go. That was a good driver swing to finish on. .145, but well up the hill. So we're just gonna smooth an 8 iron up there. One more good swing. Go in. Oh, it landed in the circle. Right over top of the flag again. Really happy with that strike and swing to finish on. Look at that, guys. Very solid. 2 under, 68. That's awesome. All right, guys, thanks so much for being here.